check, check, check. All right. Close. Welcome in, everybody. Let me fuck with my camera for 1 second. Anytime I restart my computer, I have to redo the settings of my camera to make it perfect. That should be good right there. I'm very picky. All right, cool. Welcome in, everybody. It's another a little bit more used to being just one person. Jordan's doing whatever. I think they had family in town last week, and now I think they're out of town for some reason. Something. Whatever. It's the Old Head Mike Show. Welcome to the Old Head Mike Show. It's really is just me. The way God intended. Alright. Welcome in, everybody. We got 3 albums tonight. Again. Well, two albums, 1 EP. I think I need to move this. Like I'm just a little too. Alright, we got let me pull up the chat again. Okay, let's chat. True Wants Band says, hey, I'm here just working in the garden, so my hands are occupied, but I'm listening. Welcome in, True Wants Band. Alright. We got 2 albums, 1 EP, all of them short. EP 16 minutes. First album is like 20 something minutes. Which one did I say? Opal and Sky. I think that's the first one I tagged. Shit, let's see. 26 minutes. Got 26 minutes, 16 minutes, and 32 minutes or something. So 3 really short albums. Again, it's just me, no Jordan, so less talking, so we should be able to make it through pretty quick. Got my pen, I got my paper. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So Opal and Sky, I have never heard of this band, but apparently they're kind of big. They have 74,000 monthly listeners, bunch of subs on YouTube. I think they do like some other kind of content as well. But yeah, never heard of them till today. So gonna be actually none of these bands I've heard of until today. So it should be really interesting. This is all new music for all of us. So here we are. Opal and Sky. I believe they're progressive, kind of progressive shit. I think the other band is also kind of progressive, and then the other one's like metalcore, electronic core. Probably also progressive, so you know, triple progressive tonight. But here we go. Opal and Sky. Let's jump into it. Dream Shift. I think I had some. Let me double check their videos. I don't think I have any music videos for this album. Ooh. Check. Okay. This is Opal and Sky. It's actually kind of similar to the Deck Vectors we were just listening to. And okay, I have heard one of their songs, it looks like. Someone requested this one, probably on our album stream or song request streams. I don't remember it. But they are twin brothers. The band is two guys that look identical to each other. And some other dudes. I do wish I had a music video, just because I kind of want to see them in action, you know? I'm gonna pull up one of their older music videos just because I'm gonna do it on mute. I just really want to see what, like, are they both doing vocals? Like, I just don't know. Yeah, there's one of them. Or both, for all I know. Are they both? Okay, I think they're both vocalists. Possibly. They look so identical that I can't tell which. Okay, I think it's a dual vocals thing. I gotcha. Interesting. Turn it up. It's well, it's see for me, it's hard to kind of find a balance. Because the volume I hear is different from you guys, because it's I have levers and shit. So I kind of have to do it visually by like just what they look like. I can't really, you know. J-Max says, you see the blood with blood clumps. I can never say their name right. With blood, I always say with blood clumps. With blood clumps cleansing. Not what? There's nothing wrong with saying that. It's clumps. With blood clumps cleansing. just dropped a new track. I did see that. I mostly never listen to new stuff, to be honest. Unless I'm reacting to it, or like I just can't wait, or I usually save it for like an album. Can't hear you very well. Now, which one is it? Because True Wants a Band said they wanted the music turned up. Now you're saying you can't hear me. Cuts out? Am I cutting out? Chat, am I cutting out? It might just be when I turn to the side like this. If it doesn't hit perfectly, if it's talking to me. But when I talk, it's a direction. Hello. Test. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Hannah's checking for me. Now let me turn to the side. See, but for me, like when I'm really talking, when I get really into it, it's like peeking. It's like... Well, blame True Wants a Band because she made me turn the music up a minute ago. Let me look at my filters real quick too. I mess around with some of my filters, so that might help out a smidge. Got a bunch of fuzz on the mic. That's the problem with real expensive, fancy microphones, is that you have to, you know, with cheap ones, they always pick up everything, which is the problem. And then so when you get a real fancy one, you have to like dial it in perfectly. J-Max says, I miss checking in on streams all the time. Ironic, when I get a job that would allow me to donate more, I always work now during the stream. Well, I'll try to, you know, we try to have more streams once I get my transfer. Blunts, what microphone do you have? Pretty decent production here. Good to hear the bass and everything. You unfollowed Earthists on Spotify today. Why did you do that? Also, what a coincidence. Universal Audio SD1. Okay, so it's like basically like another version of this one, kinda, or the it looks like it's just like a cheaper what's it called? What is the SM7B? Is that what that is? SM7B is what it is. Yeah, this one. So this one is a Shure. This one, kind of, it's newer. It just came out the past couple years. It is the new little brother to the SM7B. It is so it's probably about the same as the one you got. This one is the what's it called? Sure. The MV7? Yeah, MV7. It's just like, it's smaller than the SM7B, and only, and comes with like USB on it too. But, well, I didn't get the one with USB because it's cheaper to get it without USB. But the one with USB has like a colored like dial on it and everything. But I did like extensive like reviews. I watched a bunch of videos, and they said it was basically the same damn thing. If you replace the filter, this filter is from SM7B. No, we didn't. Yeah, I was real, and I just didn't want to spend the $450 on an SM7B, and then I found this one. It like just came out when I got it, so. I have another album request, but waiting for first stream to donate. Well, I think Jordan will be back next week. I'm not sure. Because they said they would be out for a couple weeks, which would be last weekend and this weekend. So I'll check on that. And then supposedly on the 19th, the week after next, we won't have a stream at all. If everything works out, because we're supposed to be going to Colorado to see Misery Signals. Hopefully. So if Jordan's here next week, and I'm not going, and I am going to Colorado. It's complicated. So I'm waiting on confirmation for babysitter to know if we're going to Colorado on the 19th. My birthday, Chaotic Fantasy's birthday as well. Hey, yeah.
Find the rift. Fix it.
I believe it's 37th, right? 37th birthday. Yeah, 37. Nice little breakdown on this one. Yeah, it's 37. Yeah, so I'm supposed to be going to Colorado. Waiting on confirmation for babysitter. We have the option to go to a different state the week before that, or another different state the week after. So the plans are like kind of up in the air, but we're really hoping to. It's in like 2 weeks, so really trying to figure that shit out. Surprised these guys haven't. I don't think they've really done many high screams on here. Maybe unless I've missed it. They do like the high mid, but I haven't gotten exactly like a, you know, really up there. But you think between, if it is two vocalists, I think it's two vocalists. You think within two vocalists you would have gotten. See, it's kind of just like a high mid. High screams are hard to do. Well, really high ones took me forever to get it. Could just be me though. High screams I think were like the first ones that I could really do, but I think it's just a specific style of it. You know, the really MySpace. I'm not gonna recreate it in this setting. I'm not drunk enough for that. Live in front of other people. Lower screams are harder for me to do. I can't. I'm more of a mid, low. Within the Ruins. If you've ever listened to Within the Ruins, that's like my template for screams. He doesn't really do really low shit. Within the Ruins is usually like what I try to like cover when I'm like in the car or some shit. Definitely not dead vectors. Also, when this is over, I'm gonna come. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pause like that with that word. I'm tired. All right. When this album is over, I'm going to show you. I'm gonna let him talk. I'm gonna let this guy talk. Hold on. He sounds like he's really into it right now. Sometimes shows me fear, I'm happier it seems. I'll have to thank the indigo for the gift of feeling free. There's a shade, and it's great just like the lads we stripped and maimed. Lot of speed, you know. She still feels loved, but it's dim. I'll try to remember the love, so wants to share it with all of them. Selfishly, some have buried away the secrets of her color's game, just to be captains of the brave. Fuck honesty, that's how it seems to be. But if living this life is not be a thing, fighting to keep that love sets us free. Nice. Come. Last song, title track. Anyways, I was trying to say, when this is over, I want to show y'all real quick. I was going through the releases for this week, and there's one that I wanted to do because it was like really bad, and like in a way that it sounded like it was AI, and I'm fairly sure it is, but like unless their upload was, y'all just see, y'all. I need y'all's opinions on it. Yeah, this is pretty decent. I don't want to say it's like generic, but it kind of is. Like, I don't want to say it in like a bad way. It's just, you know, it's like the progressive metalcore, you know. I don't think they really have enough like big moments. That little breakdown they just did was probably a good big moment though. I need more of those. Yeah, it's like generic in a good way. You could also say it's a bad way, but I don't think there's anything bad. They just don't have enough. There's not like enough special. Like, I just need some more like real focused, kind of moments. Yeah, like heavier currents. Some people love currents. Currents is, I think currents is, kind of generic as shit. I don't see anything special about the shit currents be doing. Okay, 1 second. Let me show you all this shit that I came across on new releases today. It was called Gentle Cowboys with the DJ Gent. And when I saw that name, I was like, I'm not even gonna check it out. Like, what? Why the fuck would you name your band that? I'm gonna ignore it. That's stupid. Yes, if you have a stupid name, I'm not gonna listen to your band. I'm sorry. So Gentle Cowboys, right? And I was like, and so I was sitting here going through the list of new releases, because that's what I do, especially when there's not like, if there's two really big names, like Parkway Drive and Devil Wears Prada, that's going to be what I'm reviewing for the week, something, big like that. When there's not, I'll go through all the releases and like kind of just like I'll skim through a song or two and see if a band like really kind of stands out to my ear. And if it does, then I pick it and review it. So all these that's why, people say that they're like, why do you always review stuff that you always give like everything you review is like an 8 or 9? I'm like, yeah, because I pick out stuff that I think sounds interesting. If I had time to review every single thing, I would, but I don't. So anyways, I was going through this and Gentle Cowboys, right? I can almost guarantee you that this is AI, that someone just came and typed in country music quasi genty, and like there's not really much gent. Like there's some you can kind of tell. I think you'll just have to hear it, okay? Like some of these songs, this song has like decent production, right? I'm fairly sure that's AI, dude. Like it just has like slightly like metal guitars, right? Okay, but then you come to some of these other ones and the quality like drops, and like that's where I'm like, this is AI. Let's see. Boys were boys and girls were girls, no day late, but now I'm caught in a whirlwind of change. Like the voice is just like this one. Listen to this quality. Like, what is that? Like, what? I can't tell if like they're like this is, it's like lo-fi. Like I just don't know if this is like just bad recording, like horrible recording, that's garbage recording, or if it's AI. Like I really don't know. But even I mean, if you kind of look at the unhinged, okay, yeah, if you look at the these two things right here, with the stars on them, the stars are like different. Like these are like normal stars, and then there's like a 6-sided star, and like, so I'm pretty sure the cover is AI. I just don't know. I'm gonna have to look up this guy, Brayton James Tulagowski. I'm pretty sure someone just made AI. But anyways, sorry for the sidetrackness. I just had to show somebody what I was fucking hearing, because I was listening to it and I was like, what is this? Like I just really can't fucking tell. Let me pull this up. bring this up, and then I can talk about it. Pull off the chat real quick. All right, y'all let me know what y'all rate this album that we just listened to. Let me talk about it for a minute. Opal and Sky. All right, so I just got done listening to the new album from Opal and Sky entitled Dream Shift. So now I'm going to talk about it for a little bit. I'll give you my thoughts, some track highlights, and come back around and give you my rating for our on-the-spot first listen album review. So I have never heard of this band before. Well, that's a lie. Apparently, I listened to one of their songs. I had a red bar on YouTube, but I just don't remember. It was like from 2 years ago, so it was probably on one of our song request streams that we used to do. But outside of that, I didn't know who this band was. Apparently, they're fairly popular. They have like 75,000 followers on Spotify. It is two twin dudes, at least that's what their bio says. I don't know if the other members are just like recording members or how that works. They really focus on those two dudes though. So here we are to listen to it, and I thought this was pretty good. You know, I will say right off the bat, I think in the least derogatory way, I think this was a little generic. It was very and I don't mind generic is what I'm trying to say. I think it was very yes, thank you for that. I'm gonna have to edit this out because you fucking distracted me. My wife over here on the fucking couch telling me she's hungry. Anyways, yeah, look away. What was I even fucking saying? Damn it. This is why I had to tell Jordan to get. Never mind, I won't say it. Oh, fuck. I really don't even know what I was saying. Why don't y'all tell me what I was saying? I totally forgot. Then you go back and look. Here, let me look. I'm just gonna pull up my VOD, and we're gonna rewind it so that I can remember what the fuck I was just saying. And we're gonna rewind it. So all these are. That's why you always give like sounds interesting. So anyway, that's something about generic. It definitely was like to hear. I think it was. I think I said I like generic. Come on, fast forward. Yeah, members or how that works. They really focus on those two dudes though. So here we are to listen to it, and I thought this was pretty good. You know, I will say right off the bat, I think in the least derogatory way, I think this was a little generic. It was very and I don't mind generic is what I'm trying to say. I think it was very yes, thank you for that. I'm gonna have to edit this out. I think it was very yeah, see, I didn't even know. Complete loss train of thought. Okay. Anyways, just she can't wait for the 5 minutes. Just the 5 minutes during the album review part. Oh, you gotta wait. It's this one little section. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, I thought this was kind of generic. In the least derogatory kind of way. I like generic stuff. I don't you know, I don't even know how to really say it without making it sound bad. There just wasn't, it was progressive metalcore. It had the little bit of gentiness, it had the singing and I just dropped my sriracha. It had the singing and tweedly guitars, and a couple breakdowns, not too many. There just wasn't enough like big moments. There wasn't a really kind of impactful stuff until the end of the album. I think Introspect has this it's like the Law Dispute Silent Planet kind of thing going on. He does like the talking slash screaming slam poetry kind of thing. I like that. Gives it a real kind of emotional vibe, and then it goes into like a heavier part that like it kind of like, you know, flourishes really well, and then leads into the next song. So stuff like that, you know, big moments like that are really cool. And you know, yeah, it's only 26 minutes, but there are 8 tracks, and I feel like they could have just maybe sprinkled some more kind of stuff like that, just a little something, you know, just it just needed a little bit more special moments, and I don't really think it had a lot of that. Because it was kind of hard. I don't know. I didn't have any music videos, so I couldn't tell who was doing which parts. I believe the 2 dudes are it's 2 vocalists. They kind of, you know, they play off each other well if it is the 2 vocalists. I wish I could have gotten like maybe some high screams. There were like high mids, but not anything too high. I you know, like I'm saying, just with like 2 dudes, I feel like I could have gotten a little. I was expecting a little bit more range. It really kind of felt it just stayed kind of around the middle area. It felt kind of safe, you know. It felt right there. I think they should push themselves a little bit more. And again, I feel like I sound like I'm being really negative, but I think it was a good listen. It just wasn't, you know, there just wasn't anything really special about it. But it's something I could easily just like put on and be like, yeah, this is good stuff. You know, and be like, you know, oh yeah, I know that band. That's a cool band. You know, show it to my friends and stuff like that. Again, nothing crazy. I think they have potential to have some really nice stuff, but I thought it was pretty good. You know, I would definitely rather listen to this than a lot of other modern progressive metalcore, because a lot of it has gotten stale. Maybe it's just the genre in general, but I thought it was pretty fun. Production is really solid. You can hear the bass guitar, you know, when you want to. That's something I always look for. It's always a bonus, so I always got to mention it. I think there's a lot of layers to the production as well, like the guitar work and everything. There's a lot of melody, you know, a lot of hidden melody, a lot of like nuanced melody. You can really find it, and it's like layered in the back. I couldn't tell, there was sounded like there was maybe some pianos or something, or could have just been like a more clean guitar. That's how like layered in the back it was, but still a nice touch. I don't mind it. I like those types of touches. I'd say favorite track, I think Beautiful Beasts was a good one. That one had a really nice breakdown in it towards the end, and then that led into it like ended on a heavy note, and the next song picked it back up with a really bright note, and I thought it was like a nice little dynamic that they had going on there. But other than that, you know, I thought this was a good listen. Outside of that, not much more. But I'd be willing, you know, still good stuff, talented stuff. I would definitely listen to some more of these dudes. I just want some. I want some more. I think they've got more in it, so I would like to see some more of that. So rating wise, I'll give this. I'll give it an 8. I think this is a solid 8. I think 7 is a little too low. I think 7 would be if there's like really some negatives in there. I think 8 is really solid because there wasn't really any negatives, just wasn't like enough to put it over that 9-10 line, you know. So yeah, 8 out of 10. So solid work from Opal in Sky. Their TikToks are all, yeah, maybe I've seen them somewhere before. I feel like not grabby enough for sure. Basically, they just needed something, just something a little special to really throw in there. All right, so then we've got Opal in Sky, Earthists. Don't know much of this band. I listened to snippets and was very interesting. So let's see. Go ahead and jump into this. All right, 16-second EP. 16 minute EP, 6 songs. Should go pretty quick. Let me double check these. So I got Meta Hope, Ultra Blue, Meta Hope, Ultra Blue. So the first two songs I do have. Wait, Acid Glint. No, 3 songs. 3 songs. Okay, I got 3 songs with music videos. Okay, Meta Hope, Ultra Blue. Gotcha. Here we go. Lyric videos. So I believe this band is from Japan, Earthists JP. Now I know it's kind of a trope to compare it to anime intro music, but the piano really kind of gives it that kind of vibe. Really like that guitar in the back. It was like lo-fi. Not now, but a minute ago. I'll be right back. I'm listening. Alright. Then I believe the next track, Ultra Blue, also has a lyric video. Oh, sorry, I have it muted.
So alive, you never know. In a world of shifting rules so fast, something that I used to hang on, keeping me from going on and on. I just want the
It's really fast. Jesus. It kind of reminds me of what was Kyle from Brand of Sacrifice, his old band. Don't make me Google it. Somebody tell me. It's on the tip of my tongue. really fast. After image, yes. It's very the after image. You know, that really technical kind of playing that's like really fast and bright. Also, it reminds me of like what's it called? I can't think of it. There's like some kind of arcade game that it kind of reminds me of. That it's got that same kind of vibe. I said glint. Let me pull that up on the side. That is 5th track. Okay. A lot of, see, just like a lot of really fast synth and piano work. I'll be right back again. I'm listening. Sorry, y'all. Making my wife some food while I listen. I'm back. I was heating up my wife some lobster bisque because we're fancy. I think we have a lyric video for this one. Acid Glint. New Bring Me the Horizon? Just kidding. So fast, like the album has no breaks. A little Spanish guitar. Jesus. And a hard bass. I feel like you could put this on DDR. God, it's really hyper, what would you call this? Hyper metal, hypercore. Jesus. God Blast. What a fucking name. Wait, is it? Hold on. Is that the same piano from the intro? Which one was it? Huh. That one. This one. No, it's just very it's the same kind of key. See, formed in 2015. Oh, has been advocating an original genre called hyper metal. It's literally says it in their description. Wow. Is Darko hyper metal? You know, I would say kinda. But kind of not, because if you think of it in like the context of like hyper pop, where you know a lot of it, I think where that kind of term comes from, it's, you know, it's very kind of, it's like this, it's very fast, and you know, the hyper is also upbeat. It's kind of a, you know, and I don't think Darko has a lot of, they do have some upbeat stuff, but theirs is, it doesn't sound as bright, you know what I mean? It's a different kind of way. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not the one to judge. I feel like, you know, if you ask a bunch of random people, they'd probably say yes. It's hyper in the way of hyperactive, where it's just fucking all over the place. Jesus. Yeah, because if you look up, let's see, hyper pop. Let's see some hyper pop playlists. Hyper pop bangers. Hyper pop bangers. You know, it's got the very... It does have the electronic kind of production, though. And then let's see. Let's Google hyper metal. Let's type in hyper metal. See if that pops up. Well, there's the album called Hyper Metal that we just listened to. Playlists. Hyper metal classics. I'd say, yeah. I mean, you could say that. The new Bring Me the Horizon is pretty much that. It's very much hyper pop metal. You know. And then let's go to Darko. Sorry, I didn't want to leave it on, you know, the songs and get copyrighted. Darko US. Let's see. So we reviewed this. Let's see. Let's get some clips. See, they're just too. They're too abrasive. They're too abrasive for that label, I think. Also, that was really loud. All right, let me y'all let me know your thoughts on that. Let's talk about it real quick. What was it? What did we just? Earthists. Hyper metal. All right, so we just listened to the new EP from Earthists entitled Hyper Metal. So now we're going to talk about it, give you my thoughts, some track highlights, and my rating for our on the spot first listen album review. So Hyper Metal is the name of the EP, and I'd say it's a pretty good descriptor of the music. I don't think I've ever listened to this band before, so I don't know what their other albums sound like, if it's the same kind of vibe. I assume it's the same kind of vibe. I read that they tried to call their genre hyper metal, and the name of the EP is hyper metal, so that's what I'm saying is I don't know if just this is very hyper metal, because it is. It's straight up like hyper pop with fucking riffs and blast beats. But the thing I like about it the most is that it really kind of focuses on that kind of vibe of hyperpop. It's very bright and fast consistently. There's maybe a couple breakdowns in here, but they're really, again, they're like the fast kind of breakdowns. They're not, the normal type of breakdowns. It's very fitting. There's solos and all the other kind of metal tropes, but blended in a way that, like I said, just really kind of focuses on that hyper vibe. It's really interesting because it does remind me of like playing like DDR, those really fast hyper songs that are on there. It's got that same kind of vibe. I feel like you could put this on a DDR machine and it would work. I almost wish that there was like a slower moment on here, but I can't really say that because, again, it's an EP. It's only 16 minutes, so, them just blasting through it is perfectly fine. If it was longer and kept up that pace, maybe I would have more of a complaint on that, but they didn't, so I don't. So I thought it was really fitting for the format they chose. I would have to go and listen to their other albums to really speak on that, but I think for what is here, I think it's pretty perfect for that. A really easy kind of fun listen. It does kind of blend together with just how fast it is. It just kind of goes and it just doesn't stop. But there are some pretty cool moments on here. So Meta Hope, the first song on there's a couple moments later on in the song where the guitar, they have like a clean guitar in the back that's also kind of like lo-fied out, and gives it this kind of cool like summer kind of feel to it. Something I always really appreciate. And then on Acid Glint, there's this moment where they bring in like an acoustic, like the Spanish kind of guitar. I don't know, I'm sure there's a genre name for it, but I don't know it off the top of my head. I can't think of the name for it, but it's got that kind of like Spanish kind of guitar, and then that leads into a hard style like bass, just like nonstop, and it's like holy shit, like I have no idea where I'm going right now, but it's just really cool. And so like compared to some of the stuff we just listened to earlier, like it's a lot grabbier. Like there's just a lot of stuff in here that's just like, whoa, that's really fucking cool. Again, maybe I would have appreciated a slower moment or some kind of emotional thing, but that's not what they go for here. It's hyper metal. They just want fast, fun, and again, bright, which I think is really kind of special. There's a lot of so much piano work in here and like synth work. I don't want to go for the trope of the sounding like anime, but when they have the piano, it's got that it's really kind of just that catchy riff off of a piano that just reminds you of it so much. But yeah, I think the thing that's reminding me the most was the after image. If you've ever listened to the after image, Kyle from Brand of Sacrifice, it's they have a lot of those really fast, bright moments, and I think this is probably the closest I've ever heard to it. I think they push past that. They go, but it's the closest thing you could get, and I don't think there's any other bands that really kind of sound like that. So I really appreciate this. I thought this was really fun. Again, just really fast. The best descriptor for it. It just blasts through. And I thought it was pretty cool. So rating wise, I'll give this And I'm gonna give this a 9. I don't think there was, there was still some special moments, but it was so small. I can't really complain. With just how, again, I can't stop saying fast, but Jesus, it just really was. There's just so much to go through that's like really compiled in there. I feel like you could probably put this on 0.75 speed and it'd still be good. But yeah, I think a 9 out of this is really good. It's just a fun listen. That's really all it is. I think the production on here with the amount of synth work, along with with how technical they make the guitar kind of sound. It's not just really kind of generic guitar. Everything really has a lot of technicality and just like kind of a really fancy kind of feel to it. So yeah, I thought this was really great. So 9 out of 10 for me. So great job to Earthists. All right, let's jump in. Last album of the night. Fuck, what was their name? Vultures. Above Us. All right. Vultures Above Us. I've got, let's see, close this. I've got Human Condition. And Headspace. Human Condition, second track. And later on. Okay, gotcha. All right, here we go. I don't know this band either. Brand new music. Band from Tacoma, Washington. This is going to be another genty kind of. Pretty decent snare. Little snare bomb in there too. Production a little bit on the high end, a little bit too much treble. Oh, I have a music video for this one. Lyric video. Debut album, by the way. That's fourth single, but I only saw two different music videos. Let me pull up their thing again. Yeah. Huh. A cool little creepy vibe. Kind of reminds me of old Miss May I a little bit. I think the drums are really good. The dude has really nice fills. Yeah, nice groove. It says on their bio, influenced by progressive, deathcore, and gent. These are three. This feels like different production. I've got to check this same track on Spotify and after this is over. Because this has completely different kind of feel to it. I might have to pull up the. We'll see. We'll see. They have a YouTube version. That was a strong. That was a good single. That was for being their fourth single. It says their fourth single. That would have been that. That would have been put them in the first. All right, let me check that same song on Spotify. Let me see how this sounds. Tell, and then let me go back over here. Same stuff. Yeah, this definitely has more like low end, mid, and the Spotify's more, a lot more treble to it. Chaotic Fantasy is not impressed. Let me go. They had a YouTube version of their album. I'm gonna go to that. They don't have a track times. That sucks. That really sucks. Damn, that sucks. That fucking sucks. Uh. This is the end of the song we just listened to. We're gonna let this play out a second. Okay. Okay, it's very slightly highlighted. You can barely see it. I'm not sure which production I like better. It sounds different. Hold on. I want to know. They have a song on here, number 10, called Get God. I don't know what that means. Same tempo that Shell's described. I can see it on these two tracks. Yeah, it seems like they're just really kind of focusing on the groove, you know. It seems like. See, it's weird. I like the mid space of the production on the YouTube version, but it sounds like I don't hear the bass drops as much as I did on the other one. Which is weird because the Spotify version had more treble. Okay, let me switch back to Spotify. I gotta see. I'm sorry, it's really bothering me.
Scientists have identified the key ways in which we humans are destroying the ecosystems on which we depend.
We've converted 75% of the land that is not covered by ice.
3/4 of the terrestrial surface has been changed. A lot of it just to feed one species.
See, production on both are like two completely different. More mid-tempo for Carry the Spark and Chaotic Fantasy. This is maybe a little slower, okay.
massive spaceship.
The next one's gonna be really fast, okay?
This is happening.
It's gonna just come in and it's gonna be like blast beats.
Today, we are the asteroid that's causing many, many species to go extinct.
Oh, Chaotic Fantasy, by the way, I'm friends with the new vocalist of Burjob, and I had messaged him on TikTok, and I told him to tell What's His Nuts from Akeldama to put out more Akeldama, and he said they have new music, like recorded, so who knows? Stay tuned for that. Let me see what he actually said. Let me get... I don't want to mess up his words. TikTok. We got an interlude here. Oh no, not recorded. He said he has new Akeldama that's been written. It just needs to be tracked. So maybe someday. Man, it's really bothering me that I can't get a good production on this. Like, this one's got too much treble, but has more, like, also has a little more of the low end, and the other is more mid and less of the others. It's like, maybe it's just me. Maybe they both sound identical, and I just... Alright, this one's gonna be super fast. You ready? Got definitely the proggy feel on this one, though. Kick drum is loud in the mix, but I'm not listening on headphones. But that's all I hear, bass and guitar. See, now that you say that, now the kick drum is not very loud to me. I like how prominent the bass guitar is on this one, though. It wasn't like that on the others. I'm gonna try switching back to the. I gotta listen to the other one, the YouTube one after this one too. I mean, this is a debut album, okay? The band has 162 monthly listeners. We can't be too heavy on the or too hard on their production. All right. Let me see if I can find Vultures. Trying to see if I can see anything about the who did the like mixing and stuff. No, I mean, I'm critical too. It's bothering me that I can't just be perfect. Hold on. Let me go back to this one and find the. Let me hear how the. It's a lot more mid in here. It's so. I'm sorry. It's just bothering the shit out of me. And then you go back to this one. It's like, so there's less guitar. Whatever. I'm just gonna listen to the Spotify one. It's fine. Devin McCulloch. I don't know who that is. We'll Google it. Devin look, I don't even know if I spelled that right. Probably not that guy. See, it should just be like booming, but it's not. Oh, picking up. Two-step. Gouged. Vocalist gouged. Very, yeah, it's still the same kind of tempo. They really go for the groove, the two-step kind of groove, which I'm fine with. I see other people don't like, but I mean, again, that Spite album was all two steps and I fucking hated it, so. Huh? The wine. There's some really interesting sections though, so I'm undecided. Yeah, I like it, but I probably wouldn't have noticed the same kind of tempo shit if y'all hadn't said anything. So I'm like engaged, but I do see it. So. But I kind of like that, just kind of, it's got that kind of Egyptian kind of feel, Old, like, Born of Osiris. Obviously not, that tempo, but that kind of vibe. Also, can we talk about how the artwork is a straight rip of A Day to Remember? Homesick. Headspace Homesick. Do I need to pull up Homesick? Shadow of a guy walking through a spooky forest with the creatures, purple. And this is guy walking through. It's not like a bad ripoff. I still really like it. Oh, the chat's not on the screen. My bad. There you go. Yeah, I like the artwork. It's just very, probably just inspired. A little pickup here. It reminds me of like In the Midst of Lions. Y'all ever listen to In the Midst of Lions? The older deathcore, metalcore hybrid band from 2011, Christian. Could be wrong on that year. Very kind of mid-tempo, eerie vibes. It needed an 808 there. I know they had a snare bomb, but it needed an 808 too. He's really showing off his vocals on this one though. Pull up in the misaligned real quick. ...2011, I was on the spot with that. Okay, real quick, I'm going to show you what In the Midst of Lines is so y'all can get the kind of vibe I'm talking about. I don't know why that's way louder than... But listen, just listen to it. Very mid-tempo. Check out this band, by the way. This is called. Alright, I'll go back. I'll do it. Ugh, 2011 just can't be fucked with though. God damn. Oh, so fucking nasty. Alright. We do have one music video, so now we get to see the faces. Probably turn this up. That's funny. That kind of sounds kind of better though. Well, you know. Okay, so they got... Good to know that there's two vocalists here. I like they keep that little riff going. And the little slight, there's like a slight like 8-bit kind of filter on his voice there for like a split second. I thought that was kind of cool. Of course, you gotta fit one bleh on the album. Look at that dude. Little dude's got some decent little mids. Let's see, engineered and mixed by, excuse me, goddamn. Engineered and mixed by K-Man Studios, mastered by Calvin Russell. Oh shit. potential security risk if I click on this guy's link. So I guess we'll just ignore that. Wanted to see what else he had done, and then there's Calvin Russell. That's a TikTok. So, All right, I think we got one more song, 2 songs. One's a interlude. So, Get God. I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're making a joke or if they're like, Christian or something. I don't know. Probably not Christian. They didn't seem Christian. All right, bets. Who's got bets on whether or not this is going to be another mid-tempo song with the let's see. I'm gonna keep it going, and then we're gonna see what happens when it comes in. See if they surprise us. There it is. Yep. Look. Gonna turn this up a little bit more. This one's got Austin Dickey on it. Okay, definitely not Christian. Where is your God left us to rot? Oh, hey, they picked it up. Yo! Really made a noticeable difference. Some slight melodic guitar in the back there. It's very, very slight. I wonder if they'll bring it back later. It was like a... by the way, I haven't put on your credit yet for the album donation. I don't know if it'll even pop up right now. I don't know if my shit's logged on. That's gotta be Austin, right? This is Thobbot. Yeah, my Thobbot's not on. Let me activate it. Loyalty. So let me bust out a calculator real quick. calculator. 400. 24,000. Chaotic fantasy. 50. All right, chill out. Chill out. Let me edit this. I have to do it manually. 50. Okay, now try it. And I think it should be on now. Excuse me, and updated. All right. All right, y'all. Let me know your thoughts and ratings down below, and we'll go talk about it. Headspace, Vultures above us. All right. All right, so we just listened to the debut album from a band called Vultures Above Us. And the album is called Headspace. So now we're going to talk about it a little bit. I'll give you my track highlights, if there are any, and my thoughts, and go into my ratings for on the spot first listen album review. So obviously, I never had heard of this band before. This is their debut album. And okay, so overall, I'll start out with the gist of how I feel. I thought this was really good. Great job. It does have some downfalls. We'll talk about that. It has some good stuff as well. So I guess I'll go into the negative parts real quick. I do think so. I didn't really notice at first, but my chat brought it up. It kind of has the same kind of tempo for the whole album. It's very mid-tempo, which, some bands tend to focus on. Some bands are just kind of a mid-tempo kind of beat down thing. And I didn't really notice it at first. I probably would have been fine. They really kind of focus on the groove. They have a lot of gent to them. They really are. I think they maybe mentioned in their bio that they're inspired by gent. So they really kind of focus on that groove. However, like I said, once they brought it up, I kind of started to pick it up a lot more. It does remind me of some other bands, like if you've ever heard of In the Midst of Lions, deathcore band from 2011. They're very mid-tempo deathcore. Again, mid-tempo deathcore is a thing. However, I think other bands have done it a little bit more dynamically. This band didn't really mix it up almost at all until I think the last song. There's like this pickup part, but it really didn't even last that long. It was only up for like a minute. So I mean, I feel like you could set a metronome to this. You just go the fucking symbol that the dude was doing. It's pretty much the whole album. It's the whole thing. Which again, hey, I don't mind. I like it. I think the groove is fun. They really play with the guitar, and the cymbal work is, I think, insane. I think the drummer is really, really good. I do wish they would mix it up a little bit. Give me some blast beats here and there. Give it a little bit, because if you compare it to albums that are, if you think of it in the way that if an album is really slow, if you got just fucking then it's just becomes sludge metal, right? If you got really fucking, you just got blast beats the entire time, then you just it's a completely different genre, right? You gotta mix it up. So when it's just mid-tempo if it's mid-tempo the entire time, it's the same kind of issue. I think you need to have it just mix it up just a little bit, and would really huge potential, I think, because everything else that they've got here is really good. Except for the production. Again, I'm not really gonna detract too much, but I'm gonna bring it up in the review. I'm not gonna take off too many points for it, is what I'm saying. Because this is a newer band, it's a debut. They only have like I think a couple hundred Spotify listeners. So I'm not gonna harp on them for too much. But the production was very strange. It's completely different between Spotify and YouTube. Spotify was like way too trebly at first. It was way too much treble. You could hear some of the bass though, and then so when I listened to it was like a lyric video on YouTube, I thought it was better because there was way more mid, right? But then as I went along, I was like, wait, now there's like it's just too much mid. That's all mid, not enough treble, not enough bass. I was like, so you can't really go right with either one. They're both like two different extremes. So that was one negative. Again, not really going to take off points for that because, you know, that's kind of a money thing. You know, you have to pay money to get really good production. So I'm not going to, you know, harp on them too much for that. Hopefully, you know, with the next release, I think hopefully they can get it sorted out a little bit more. But it was one thing that kind of bothered me. It made it hard for me to find like a really good sounding mix because you know, on one hand I wanted the mid, but on the other hand I wanted the low and the high from the Spotify. So it was like, I don't know which one to fucking listen to. But I think it, you know, that again, that's just another small gripe. I thought one interesting thing, again, the drummer is really good. I think that was my favorite part, which is funny because the way I find these albums is I go through the list, you know, of new releases. I'll skim through a couple songs, and on my first skim through, when I was listening to just see, you know, what all came out this week, I was like, these drums sound kind of programmed. I don't know. Again, I think it was just the treble on Spotify, I think was what it was. It was a little too crisp. So I thought it sounded programmed at first until I actually like started listening to the music, and then like I noticed all the little fills and stuff that the dude does. Hopefully I'm not wrong. If it is programmed, I just sound really stupid. But I thought the drummer was really good. Dude has lots of nice little notes that he likes to pad out, changes out with every fucking measure. I thought it was really good. The dude is really good. Guitar work is pretty solid. They have a real nice kind of creepy vibe. Goes for the very eerie Egyptian style, kind of old school, like Born of Osiris kind of feel to it. Again, with mid-tempo kind of flair, but you know, it's still got that kind of same kind of vibe to it, especially on Sands of Time, which I think is, you know, kind of what they were going for. You got the kind of Egyptian imagery. They really let the bass player kind of go off on that one as well. I thought that was really cool. Vocals, I think the vocals are really solid. I think the dude had some pretty good range. I think on The Gray, which is probably one of my favorite songs on here because it has a nice solo as well. The vocalist did like he got some like really gnarly lows in there, so that was kind of surprising. I really liked that. And then on I think it was the title track, Headspace, on the music video you could see, I think one of the guitarists is also doing vocals. I thought he did really well. I would like to see him come in a little bit more too, let them play off of each other. I think that dude, you know, he was more of that just straight kind of like hardcore high mid kind of vibe, but I think he did really well, kind of played off of the other dude. So I really like that. Along with another note on the drums, snare bombs. That's really interesting. You don't really see a lot of snare bombs in like production. Usually that's kind of more of a live thing. But they really do some snare bombs on this album a lot, and I thought it was really cool. Kind of nice little surprise, and a nice little touch again that you don't really see too often. So I actually thought it would fit really well and was a nice little thing. But also surprisingly enough, there wasn't as many 808s. There were some moments where, you know, they kind of build up into a breakdown and there's a snare bomb, which is, you know, a snare and an 808 at the same time, but there also should have been like a little 808 to kind of kick it off, for when it actually drops into the breakdown, and it was missing that. So I thought that was a little strange. Maybe it's just, again, it was more the production side because it didn't really. There was some 808, but it just didn't hit like the snare bomb did, which was interesting. But other than that, I mean, for a debut album, I think this is really nice. It's different from, again, a lot of metalcore, deathcore that's out there right now. It again harkens back to like the 2011 era, which is my favorite era of music. So when you got that kind of In the Midst of Lions vibe to it, the really eerie kind of deathcore, which, you know, mid 2011 was when it was like very mid-tempo deathcore was kind of the thing. So I like that it kind of throws back to that. I think the big negative here is that they just kind of they stay that mid tempo. I think they should mix it up a little bit, speed it up just every once in a while, to kind of give it a little bit more of a roller coaster kind of vibe instead of just like you're just going one way. But yeah, artwork also for the album is pretty cool. A little bit reminiscent of Homesick from A Day to Remember, but you know, who cares? I like purple and all that kind of creepy shit, so I like it either way. Also note, if you ever do some like merch, I think the way they have their logo is really cool, and it almost reminds me of like intestines, and I feel like they could lean into that and make some like kind of like make a special logo that's like just intestines out of their logo. I think that'd be really cool. Just throwing that out there. So yeah, I thought this was really good. Again, it has some negatives, but for a debut album, really solid. And you know, to throw back to that kind of 2011 sound of mid-tempo deathcore with a lot of groove. There's a lot of groove here, a lot of gentiness to it without going like really full into it. It just has that groove, which is one of my favorite aspects. That's why I love Volumes so much. Volumes is like all groove, but it, you know, if you listen to Volumes, they change up that tempo. They don't really keep it there, and they have some slower songs too. So huge potential. Definitely gonna keep an eye on this band. I really like it. I like their vibe. I like the sound and everything they're doing. So yeah, I'd like to see them go further and really push it. So rating wise, I'll give this an 8. It had potential for a 9. It really could have hit that 9. I think 8 is still 8 on my scale, A minus. So I think this is really good, especially for a debut album. Really fun, something easy to just throw on and just kind of you're just, it has that nice heavy feel to it, but it's you know, it's groovy, and that's what I like about it. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for me. Great job to Vultures above us. Yeah, stay tuned from them. All right, well, that's it. We did it. We ended the stream almost on time. It's 8:11. Usually I try to be done by 8. So you know, I rambled a little bit a few times, so that's mostly my own fault. So but yeah, appreciate everybody for coming. There won't be I've been trying to make 2 streams a week, but there wasn't as many releases this week. I don't feel like doing like a catch up. Jordan's still not in town either, so it's just me. So that's the stream for the week. Hopefully there will be another stream next Friday, and I would love, you know, we'll see if Jordan's back. If Jordan's back, we'll probably do another one so that we can do Chaotic Fantasies donation album that they wanted. But other than that, you know, join the Discord. I'll post. You can always just ask me, you know, what's going on, the plan for the week, and I will let y'all know. So that's about it. Appreciate everybody for coming and hanging out and listening to music with us, new music. Stay tuned for next week. Old Ed Mike signing off, reminding you, never too old for this.